How we doing, YouTube? Steve here. It is Monday the 19th, Monday morning. Got part way down to Evansville last night. I got mucked up last week on Friday. There was a snowstorm on the southern, kind of the southern 2/3 of Indiana. And they didn't have the plows out. Well, they don't have nearly the plows down south as we do up north, of course, but they didn't have I had to go pretty slow coming back. Ended up not having enough hours to get all the way back home. So I said, I'll go drop that trailer and mark them on Saturday morning. And then I can be home Sunday night. And I thought, as long as he doesn't give me this one load, it'll all work out. And that's just the exact load he gave me for my reload. Long story short, it wasn't until a late pickup, so I only got part way down here last night, but it didn't really matter where I stopped at last night. Anyway, it's kind of a mucked up start to the week. But I was wondering, I don't go to New York, obviously. I don't actually go east of the mountains. I don't actually go, well, lately, for the longest time, I haven't even went into Ohio. Only a handful of times, but even western Ohio, and I don't go to eastern Ohio or the East Coast anyway. There's enough freight I got in the Midwest here. I don't need to go out there. But I was wondering how many of you guys were gonna boycott New York after what they did to former President Trump. I know a lot of folks have kind of started to boycott the Northeast because of their heavy tolls and the way they treat us truckers up there anyway. I was wondering if some guys were going to stop going to New York now. Glenn Beck had a segment on his show where he talked to some truckers and that said they weren't going to go. But like the first one, the first fella said, he said, there's enough whores out here, you know, the foreigners will do it or the megas will do it. So I don't know that they'll have the effect that we would like to have, but should you do it anyway? I don't know. It kind of comes down to should you do the right thing, even if it doesn't make any difference at the end of the day. At least you know you did the right thing. I think, this is just my opinion, maybe somebody else has a different opinion, I don't know. But there's no way the way they treated him on that deal was fair. No way at all. They've never prosecuted anybody else for that and given them that kind of a fine. The only reason why they did it was because they wanted to get him. The governor came out on a radio show, Governor Holcomb, and said, because some of the other businesses are talking about leaving New York. She said, oh, no, don't leave. You're different from Donald Trump. Well, you're different right now, but what if you decide you don't like some other issue that the government wants? Are they going to crack down on you then? With this, Letitia James, this rogue, I don't know, is she a rogue DA, or is she just the kind of DA the Democrats want? Look, the Democrats are against America. Not your regular run-of-the-mill Midwest Democrat, but the elite establishment. So in terms of going to New York or California, there has to be consequences for what they did, for their actions. If they want to live under rules, those crazy rules that they come up with, let them do it. But that don't mean we have to truck in there and support them. If one of my kids was off the rails, I wouldn't keep giving them money to help support them going off the rails. California and New York and New Jersey and the Northeast, I'm not going to support them or help them. I'm going to work really hard at looking at these companies that I do business with. And I'm not saying that a company has to exactly agree with me politically, but if they're outright hostile to me, why am I doing business with them? It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I'm going to start doing a lot more research to see who I need to be doing business with and who I don't. Some of them outright hate us. So why are we giving them money? Anyway, well, I got about 3 more minutes and then my 10-hour break is done. And I will get rolling. So, just a little shorty today, I guess, this morning to see what you guys was thinking about the not going to New York movement. I hope more guys support it and can put a pinch on New York and make them think twice about what they're doing. They wouldn't hesitate to block your state if they could. So, anyway, God bless everybody. We'll talk again soon.